things. One is how I'm going to have a new Let's Play, the main intro or the alternate episode only, and possibly the last. I haven't decided. Every episode in between or every episode after that is going to use the short intro. Like my Resident Evil Revelations 2, I have a lot of episodes recorded. Currently 33 episodes. The problem is, what is it, 23, episode 23 that I still have to upload. There is a part in that episode where we do something and I want to show what it's like. Figure it out on your own, but I want to show on the video what it's like. Problem is, if we do it, we have to go through the whole thing again and do the whole story from that point onward. So I figure we should probably just beat the game, because currently we are 33 episodes in. We are finally done with episode 3 within the game. And we're on episode 4, and then we're going to be doing the extra story missions and whatnot. I figure we might as well just finish the series before uploading any more. And as for Psychonauts and Revelations 2, those should be... those should be uploaded pretty soon. I am still recording for stuff like that, but yeah. And sorry if I keep talking like this. Apparently, according to my mother, I have a really weird speech impediment. Well, not speech impediment, more like a verbal tic, where I will say and ah all the time, like I think what I want to say, but my mouth isn't quite as quick to keep up, you know? For those who don't know, I actually do have a few disabilities. I don't know all of them off the top of my hand. But bipolar disorder, Asperger's, and a couple other things. So, and anger management issues. I don't know if those really qualify as disability, but in my case, they might as well be. So if you all get annoyed by hearing me say and all the time, please understand I really can't help it. See, there I go again. It's just so freaking irritating when I have to deal with stuff like that too. And yeah. And yeah, you know what's really weird about this too? I really enjoy editing, which is something that you wouldn't really think that somebody like myself would enjoy. I am very much a quick pace type of guy. I like games that are very quick pace, like Sonic the Hedgehog or whatever, and stuff like that. I like to do things that keep the pace up, which is things that are usually slower paced, like editing or playing Animal Crossing. You think I wouldn't be into that, but I kind of am. I can't explain it. I guess it's like Resident Evil 7. I hate first-person games. find this game fun. I think it's not necessarily that I can't get into those games, it's rather stuff. Like, if you guys saw my review touch-up thing of Breath of the Wild, you would know that I am a big Zelda fan. In fact, just yesterday, I think, I finally beat all 120 shrines and got the Tunic of the Wild. Currently, I'm in the process of upgrading that tunic. And, again, like, that game isn't very fast-paced, but you think... I don't love it just because it's a Zelda game. Honestly, there are a lot of Zelda games that I think could have done a better job. One of them being not Skyward Sword. Actually, that could have used a little touching up, but I get why they had it like that. Rather, Spirit Tracks. Holy fucking hell, does that game irritate me? It's mostly because of the damn Spirit Flute. I get that they wanted to capitalize on the 3DS having a mic feature so that they could do stuff like that. But Phantom Hourglass is a good game. I love that. Out of the DS Zelda games, the one for the normal DS or whatever. Actually, even for handheld Zelda games, that one's not too bad. Spirit Tracks is also not too bad, but a few things irritate me. One, the train. There's like no exploration with that damn thing. You're subject to a track, literally. And it's you do explore the in concept, but it doesn't feel like you're exploring. I have no problem with there being a train either, because Zelda has always had out-of-place technology like the telephone and crane machine in Link's Awakening. Or Skyward Sword having robots. Or Twilight Princess having, like, a thing within the game that says it is made of specific technology that hovers on the ground for fast travel or something like that. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know how I got subjected into this, but you'd think I wouldn't be into this. So, yeah, my as you can also tell from my little videos, I'm also going to be doing vlogs of Supergirl, Lab Rats. I could have sworn I had another vlog thing here somewhere. So, yeah. As to when I'm going to get to these other Let's Plays, like Kingdom Hearts, Tearaway, Not a Hero, and Fractured Butthole, that one's gonna come whenever the freaking developers decide to release that. Because again, I don't like turn-based RPGs, but the South Park ones for some reason grab me, and it's not just because they're South Park. I mean, like, I am, like, a big fan of South Park. I have seasons 1 through 19 on DVD. I would have, and I'm so glad, by the way, that South Park does this with the 1 through 5, the 5-season box sets, because, like, The Simpsons needs to do stuff like this. Like, how many seasons are they on now? Like 24? You need freaking multiple season box sets when you go on that long. I mean, I get why they do it, because you gotta, it's a corporation, you got to get money, but you can charge the box sets, people are more likely to buy the box sets that have multiple seasons in them than the individual seasons. Only a hardcore fan would buy both. And a fan that is like, well, shit. There's no 5-season box sets. I might as well just grab the 5 individual seasons. Sorry for the abrupt ending in my other vlog with the Oddworld Alp's Escape DLC. But the problem was I screwed up royally in that one. You have to kill that Slig after you get past the electric gate thing. You have to kill him. And you have to use the little bomb that goes off after a certain time. You have to lure him close enough to it and blow it up at the right time so it'll kill him. And I royally screwed myself. I couldn't do anything with it. And by the end of it, if you saw, I couldn't even get back there. So it was either that or replay the entire DLC, which I'm not going to do because the DLC, if you hadn't noticed, is fucking hard. Probably still easier than Abe's Exodus. I haven't played that game in years, but I remember that game being very difficult. And yeah. But I am still going to be doing a few of these different games, you know, with Kingdom Hearts, partially because I've been told by family members and friends alike that the Kingdom Hearts games are fun and entertaining. And I'm going into them blind. Like, aside from the Disney, you go to different Disney worlds to do stuff, and something with Keyblades and whatever. I don't know any of the story. Although I will say, the reason why I'm so interested now is because of a song that I've never heard before that is from the Kingdom Hearts games called, crap, what is the name of the song? Hopefully I won't get copyright for playing it because my phone is really stupid and it probably would play it. This one. That song, the Simple and Clean. I don't know why. That song is so fucking good. Yeah, with my blind Let's Plays, please don't get on my case so much when it's like my Resident Evil thing is like, why are you doing this when you should be doing this? Why are you burning through so many bullets when it's super easy to kill them? And why in Psychonauts are you going around just doing random stuff? I don't know what I'm doing. It's a blind Let's Play. In fact, I've only done 2 Let's Plays so far that I actually know what I'm doing beforehand. And soon it will be 3, because I am going to be doing Shantae and the Pirate's Curse sometime soon. So, yeah, please don't get on my case too much when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, that's the equivalent of giving a kid who's never played any game in his life Super Mario Brothers. The old one from the 80s. And then saying, why do you keep running into them? Why don't you just jump on them? You don't know how to fucking play. You don't know what you're doing. You learn from playing the game. You know? It's like, I don't know. Like, I know that nobody's really getting on my case so far about it. But I don't know. Like, I know for a fact I'm sucking royally when it comes to Resident Evil 7. And I know I have it labeled as the 6th Let's Play on my thing, but I have it as 7th here. I labeled them really weird, and I mean, look at this. I got over 30 episodes, I think. No, 29. I got 29 episodes. I'm not going to go back to each individual one and change it from Let's Play 6 to 5 and whatever, just so I can fix all this. Especially because for some reason with Share Factory, whenever you do stuff like that, it crashes. Meaning there's a possibility you would lose all that you've recorded. I am not doing that. This is probably the end of the actual live stream, but I kind of still want to talk to you guys, so I guess the rest of this is just going to be the ramblings of Super Nintendo. It's the ramblings of Grandpa Nintendo. I guess the first of my ramblings is, I know that nobody's watching this right now, but what are you guys watching in terms of anime or TV currently? Like, what are you watching? Personally, I am watching Attack on Titan, or not Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia Season 2, Dragon Ball Super, which is still somewhat of a disappointment to me, Yu Yu Hakusho, a series that I remember watching a little bit as a kid, but I don't think I ever finished it. Fairy Tail, One Piece, the dub versions, because I prefer dub to sub. Not to say that sub is bad, but imagine it like this. You are someone who okay, subtitles ruin the dialogue for me, especially if it's a comedy series, because you know the punchline before the series even gets to the punchline. Because it's like the little, say the Goku versus Chi-Chi scene in Dragon Ball, where Chi-Chi is like, you promised to marry me. It is like, I don't think you understand. I thought bride meant something to eat. Imagine reading that line in subtitles. You're going to be spoiled as to what the fucking punchline is before the series even gets to it. Meaning, like, the thing that makes comedy so funny is when you have the punchline and the reaction together. Especially in a show like the original Dragon Ball, which I do have the complete series of on my DVD thing over there. In fact, why don't I just share it with the class? See? There's my little anime section. And yes, I do have Avatar: The Last Airbender in there too, because Avatar is good enough to be counted in with the anime. And I know you can't see all of it, but what's over here is Hunter x Hunter, Volume 1, the complete series of the original Hellsing, Iron Man anime, 2 volumes of Naruto Shippuden, along with Road to Ninja, Soul Eater, Sword Art Online, Volume 1, Trigun, Trigun Badlands Rumble, Tokyo Ghoul complete series so far, Vampire Knight, Wolverine, and 2 things of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the extent of my physical library so far. And I really gotta fix this cord at some point. Just gonna place you guys back so you guys can see me. Yeah, I got a lot of anime. In fact, I think enough that I could probably watch it for a good. If I were to binge watch all the anime that I have, it would probably last me like a good 4 months, maybe. Um, assuming that I don't sleep. But factoring in if I do sleep, I typically I've been sleeping a lot. Is anybody else having that problem where they're just really, really freaking sleepy all the time and they're just kind of sleeping most of the day? Like, because of my, according to my mom, I apparently am insomniac. Um, and I don't live with my mom. I have my own apartment. Um, I'm a big boy. um, the Super Nintendo is a big boy. Pass it on. Even if I don't act like it. The what the hell was I even talking about? Oh yeah, the insomnia thing. Apparently, I've always been prone to the night. I'm a creature of the night. um, and and it's true, especially if you look at my ghost white complexion. Um, and my little thing, like I've always been really prone to being in the dark. Because I'm goth, man. Oh yeah, yeah, bro. Um, um, and stuff like that. Like, so I'll go to bed around 3 in the morning or so, and then just kind of wake up around noon or so. But recently, I guess it must be around springtime or something, because I've been like really sleepy. I'll only be like awake for like 2 or 3 hours a day now. Like during the actual daytime. And yeah. The other part of the reason why I stopped the Alf's Escape live stream so abruptly is, like I said, I have anger issues. So I am constantly trying to watch myself so that I don't get too angry. Because for those of you who are not aware of what happens, I turn into the Hulk. Not literally, I don't become big, green, and angry. And just Hulk smash. No, not like that. I am unnaturally strong. I have lifted 2 tons with relative ease. Like I wasn't putting my all into it. Like this is so heavy. No, I was lifting it up with both hands, but I'm just basically kind of carrying it by myself, like me. I've lifted 2 tons, and like looking at me, looking at all those flab, you wouldn't think that somebody like me would be capable of that. And even doctors who have looked over me can't figure out why I'm the way that I am. And I have a couple of theories. One is I'm a mutant. 2 is I'm a demon. And I actually do have a thought as to the demon thing, because I have touched a Bible before and I couldn't touch it. It hurt me. I don't have any physical evidence of this because I don't have anything holy. I don't have any holy objects in this in here. So there is that. I can't even go inside a church without it pissing me off. And just be like, oh, there's your answer. You're not a demon because you can go inside of churches. No. Believe it or not, most churches are not actually on holy ground. There's a difference between a church that's built on holy ground and one that is just a building. Also, in case you guys didn't know, when it comes to gods, if they are real, I tend to side more with the Greek and Norse way of thinking, where there are multiple gods for specific situations. Like Zeus is the god of lightning or something, and whatever else. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get a cold. And all these different gods that are supposed to be for specific situations. I don't believe that one divine being created the universe. I don't believe that. And in fact, I also tend to think if they are actually gods, I tend to think in the way that gods and whatever only exist because people believe in them. Kind of like Rise of the Guardians, where like almost everybody stopped believing in Santa and whatever else, so they started to slowly lose their power and die off. So, similar to Noragami, I think is how it's pronounced, the little one with the god character who will go around doing odd jobs for a 5 yen coin. Yeah, that. Which I haven't really seen. I just heard general things about it. Yeah, kind of like that. And recently, I remember seeing this somewhere, that they found the remains of Jesus. They found a few of his bones, which immediately puzzles me, because if this is true, then the Bible is shit. The Bible lied to you. Like, I'm not one to say, you believe in God? How stupid of you. Like, I don't care one way or the other. What I do care about is when people will constantly hound me about stuff like this and say, how can you not believe in the Bible? It's 100% fact that stuff like this happened. I was like, where's your proof? Where is your proof that some guy saw a burning bush and suddenly was able to split apart the North China Sea or something like that? He split apart a sea so that the Jews, whatever, could escape. And it's like, and where's your proof about the guy who had long hair and had super strength as long as his hair was really long, or whatever? Where's your proof for all this? Where is your proof? I have no doubt that a guy named Jesus was born several thousand years ago, and was really popular, probably like their version of a celebrity. But where's your proof that he could turn water into wine? Where's your proof that he could walk on water? Where's your proof for any of this? And I've heard some people say, like, oh, the Bible's true because it predicted the future. Other things have predicted the future. The Simpsons, on its own, has predicted the future at least 10 times. And nearly every single detail was right. In fact, 11 years ago, technically speaking, as it's to 2017, they predicted that Donald Trump would run for president and win. And that he would announce his presidency in the same frickin' building that he did in real life. It came true. Fortunately, the other half of that prediction hasn't come to fruition yet. If I remember correctly, that episode had it where Donald Trump would send America further into debt to the point where we could barely recover from it. Maybe it will happen. But my point being that is, just because you can predict the future, does that automatically make you a god? I mean, I've predicted the future on a number of occasions that came to fruition. Like, for example, I predicted that Man of Steel and Batman v Superman were gonna suck. I was right. I predicted that Breath of the Wild was gonna be awesome. I was right. I predicted pretty much everything about Season 2 of Legend of Korra. I was right. I'm not going to spoil anything on that, because if you haven't seen it, you should. You should. No. My point being that just because you can predict the future doesn't make you God. Doesn't make you a word of God. Every one of us has predicted the future at some point in time, and at some point in time it has come to fruition. Now, I would be even more impressed and a little bit more inclined to believe it if the Bible gave a specific date for this shit to happen. Like in January, in this month of this day, at this hour of this year, the Twin Towers would fall. I'd be a little bit more inclined to believe it if it actually had that stuff in it. But the way that it's worded is more like one day a country will be made in one day for a specific ethnicity or something like that. And it's like, okay, this was a general overview. Meaning that this could have happened at any random ass point and it'd be right. Like, I could say, I'm sure there are billions of people, okay, maybe not billions, but hundreds of people prior to the moon landing that predicted that somebody was going to walk on the moon. And guess what? They were fucking right. Okay, I don't want to dwell on this any longer, but yeah, not a fan of religion. And the third idea that I have is to what I am is I don't even know how to pronounce. Like, I have more than just an immense amount of strength. I heal extremely quickly when it comes to something that is super freaking painful. Like, okay, I don't know if you can see it, but I had this blister that I got last week. Or not last week, 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, I got a blister raking my mom's yard because it was around Easter time. And that is taking a little bit longer to heal than, damn camera. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a scar. There it is. You know what that scar is from? At my first job, well, I don't know if you want to call it a job, I didn't really get paid for it. On my first day interning at Pizza Hut, I was being lazy and didn't want to unhook the little gate thing to the dumpster. I just kind of threw it over the gate. Well, I got it caught on the gate, and it slit my wrist. Here's the kicker. It healed to the point where it wasn't lethal in a matter of seconds. To the point that they had to take me to the hospital to get like a tetanus shot. by the time I got to the hospital, which was roughly, say, a half an hour after it happened, it looked like a tiny little scratch afterwards. I was seriously like gushing blood. I had to like hold my arm so freaking tight so that, yeah, it healed rapidly. And I've had a number of suicide attempts during my high school years, and every single time, as soon as it happens, I heal. So the way I think it happens with my healing is, if it's something that is a vital threat to me living, my healing will just take care of it pretty much faster than, say, something like just a little blister or a stubbed toe or something. If I got like a slit wrist or something, I'm gonna heal. And I know this sounds ridiculous without any real proof, but it's true. I can also hear and smell things for miles. Like frickin' Wolverine, which is part of the reason why I got this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Got me a little replica of Wolverine's dog tag here. Not just because I'm a big fan of old Wolvie, but also because like, I'm just like him, in a manner of speaking, in terms of abilities. I don't have the claws. I really wish I did, but I don't. I also wish I had the speed of the Flash. I mean, my God. Like, I would trade my strength for speed any day. Even if I was the slowest Flash or the slowest Speedster, which I think is Quicksilver in Marvel, where he is only like the speed of sound, or around there. Yeah. I would trade that for an instant just to be a speedster. Because it, like, yeah. Oh yeah, while on the subject, I've heard people telling me, like, you need to make a shorter intro because there are people who really wouldn't watch your longer intro or whatever. Like, they would get annoyed with it, and that's why I made my short little 14 whatever second one, which I did change a little bit. Yeah, now it's 19 seconds, and partially just because I wanted to include this, the fabled new kid, from South Park: Stick of Truth. I have no idea where the hell I'm going with this. But yeah, a lot of the other new Let's Plays I'm gonna do, like the Batman Arkham games, specifically Arkham Knight, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum. I'm gonna do Arkham Origins if I'm able, but I don't think that's been on the PS4 yet. And it's not included within the trilogy bundle thing on the PS4. And I do have a little editing program thing now. little external recorder thing I got on Amazon for like 20 bucks. Problem is, I need to buy an external disk drive for my laptop so I can edit the videos that I record. So that's why I haven't been able to do, say, a Zelda game yet. I would love to do them. I'm going to be doing them in timeline order too. And when I get to Ocarina of Time, I'm going to have a poll starting from the beginning of the Let's Play to the end of it of which timeline should I do after Ocarina of Time, being the child, the adult, the downfall, which thing. And I can only do the ones that are either on the Switch or the Wii U. Probably the Wii U, since the Switch only has one Zelda game so far. So, yeah. And like I could beat all these. I beat pretty much every Zelda game within a month. I really did. I beat, and some of them I beat multiple times, like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, A Link to the Past. God, what else? Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. I beat those games multiple times because they had multiple versions. I beat the N64 originals for Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and their 3DS remakes. I beat the SNES original for Link to the Past and the Game Boy version. The GameCube versions of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and their Wii U remakes. Yeah, I beat all of them within a month. So like, if I wanted to, I really could just record all of them within a month and just have them ready to upload. I'm not going to be doing every single one of them 100% either. Only the ones that I have 100%ed at some point in the past. Like, I have, and lucky for you guys, I have 100%ed at least a good deal of them. I've 100%ed Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Link's Awakening, or not Wind, yeah, Link's Awakening, A Link to the Past. I haven't been able to 100% the Game Boy version because in order to do that, you need to beat 4 swords, which I don't have the capability of doing. It still looks like I have slits going on, like on my ventriloquist dummy. Anyway, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, the Oracle games, I would love to Let's Play the ones on the DS too, but I don't have a DS recorder. I don't have a DS capture card. So, yeah. By the way, I think I'm going to start doing Q&As, Q&A live streams where you guys can ask me questions and I can answer them specific days or whatever, like, say, I'm thinking Fridays. You know, just have, or maybe Sundays, just have a day where I'm not really recording for Let's Plays or anything, or uploading or anything, and just having just a little live stream like this for you guys to ask me questions. Would you guys be interested in that, or do you guys got better things to do than comment and watch Super Nintendo be a fool? Oh my god, I'm actually crying. That little voice that I do whenever I'm trying to be stupid and sad like that, it always causes my eyes to water. Also, would you guys be up to me doing an entire Let's Play where I just do an impression? Like, I've always kind of wanted to do a Let's Play where I sound like Dr. Evil, with getting the freaking laser beams attached to their heads. And the laser. Would you guys be interested in that for like Wind Waker or something? I kind of want to do something like that where Dr. Evil plays The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. I don't have the little scar thing. I kind of wish I did, but wait, how's this scar go? I don't know. I have a Austin Powers DVD over there somewhere. Well, yeah. If I can ever get a good Nicolas Cage impression, I would love to do Nicolas Cage plays God, what would be a good game for him? I don't know. Like Nicolas Cage, like I don't know. Also, would you guys be interested in, like, what other games would you be interested in that I can play on the PS4 for a Let's Play? The catch is it needs to have a single player story mode that I can play. Like, it can't be, say, that'd be good. I think Overwatch, I don't, as far as I'm aware, that game doesn't have a single player story mode. I think it's just the multiplayer. I haven't heard anything about the game, so don't yell at me and say, like, how can you not know? How can you not? I'm not into shooters. I'm really not. I played, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, I think, for the channel a while ago, and that was only because there was like a free 2-day demo on the PlayStation Plus thing. And I've never played the game before, and I want to emphasize just how bad I am at these games. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be playing a shooter like that. So but I would be interested in playing some horror games. I mean, so far the only one I've been playing is this one, and only because of my sister let me borrow it for a couple of weeks, and she said that I could hold on to it until I finish the Let's Play, which is coming very slowly. I'm going to be recording some more tomorrow for it. Well, I guess today, as it's past midnight. Happy New Year! Happy New Day! Happy birthday! Yeah. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about. Oh, by the way, in case anybody's wondering why I do, like, stupid voices and little jokes and whatnot, it's mostly to entertain myself. If you guys find it entertaining, great. But if you guys find it annoying, I'm not stopping, because I am very bored almost all of the time, and these little jokes are the only thing keeping me from falling further into insanity than I already am. So, yeah. I think this will be it for the live stream. So I shall see you guys later. So, like I always say, or at least I'm gonna start saying it now, peace and like I don't freaking know I'm going with that. But yeah, bye.